Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my new channel, that is VS English Lab. So this channel focus upon only the development of the students standard. How to develop the standard of the students? Some teaching points is given in this. That means in this channel only. So if a student will follow strictly what are the rules and regulations are being explained in this channel, he can get the success or he will be success one. Okay, so you will have to go through this in detail. Mainly in this society, we have seen or we have come across, we have known that there are three gradations of the students are there. In everywhere, you will find three gradations of the students are there. That is gradation first class, second class, and third class. As there are so numerical numbers are there, gradation goes up to that three. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Why they have not classified as grade 4 or grade 5 or grade 6 or like that? Because mostly the standard of the students have been classified into three grades. 1, 2, 3. So we will explain about that. How? Suppose we'll take an example. In a class there are 50 students are there. The teacher coming and explaining that about a particular chapter to all the students at the same time. After being explained the chapter details perfectly, when the exam is going to held over that chapter to all the students, we will find that some of the students are securing very miserable mark, that is very lowest marks, lowest of the lowest, and some are securing the middle category of mark, middle range mark, and a few students are securing the highest marks. The students who are securing the highest marks, they are classified or they are counted as the first grade students. And the second grade students, they have secured the middle range of this number. Third grade, very miserable. What is the difference between them? Whereas the teacher has explained cleanly over that chapter to all students at the same time. Some students have secured the majority very good marks, and why the middle marks, and why the last one very miserable marks. If we study the mind of the students, then we can get that result. Mostly if you will study it, that the first class students are securing the good percentage of mark because while explaining, they are concentrating their mind, brain, all these things on that explanation of the teacher. They are going through the explanation of the teacher in details. At that time, if you will check the mind condition of the students have focused 100% on that explanation, what the teacher is telling, what the teacher and how the teacher is explaining all these things. Every bit of the explanation of the teacher he is going through. And his mind is constant in such a way that what he listens, what he hears from the teacher, it is printed on his brain permanently. Second category, it is the habit, it is the nature, it is the mind condition of a first grade student. Analyze the second grade of students. When or while the explanation, the second gradation students, they are trying to focus on the explanation as their mind is not still, or their mind is not going to be concentrate on the explanation. Still he is trying to concentrate his mind on the explanation, so some part he is being understood or he understands perfectly, but rest of when his mind goes out of that range, he does not understand that things what the teacher is explaining to him. For that purpose, while attending the questions over that chapter, he remembers the explanation of the teacher, and what comes to his mind, he is going on writing that on the answer sheet, and that fetches him the second quality mark. But little bit part he forgets it. It happens because he was trying to concentrate his mind, he is trying to focus on the explanation only, while his mind is diverting towards other things. But there is a war between that, to keep his mind concentration, and the mind is going away of that concentration. He fights. He tries to his best to concentrate his mind, to focus, to focus his mind. That's why some of the parts of the explanation of the teacher he forgets while writing or while attending the class and exams. It is of the main character of that second class students. Third class students, always he does not listen what is the explanation and how the explanation is going on. His mind is diverting here and there, moving here and there. He has no power to control his mind. Even he is not trying to control his mind. So that's why he listens everything, but as his mind is not in his capture, he does not capture anything, he does not explain, he does not understand anything. So while he attending the answers of the exam, very few things he remembers, and that much he writes on his answer sheet. That fetches him very lowest mark. So from the examinations, roughly I am telling you about that, the three category of students, and the mental condition or mind condition of the three category of students is like that. So if a third category of students, he tries to concentrate his mind 100% on the explanation or on the study, he can develop, he can improve in his study. But the problem is that how to control the mind. To control the mind is a very great thing, is a very difficult thing. In our past days, if there are so many examples that so many great persons, they have tried their best to control their mind, but they are not able, as they have not followed the particular or proper way. So we have going to invent that techniques how to control your mind. Mind is the basic thing. Mind is the important part of our body which controls us, which guides us. So the next video we will in details we will study about that, how to control that mind. Right? Bye. That's much.